Okay, finally I'm live, y'all. What's up, tuned in? Yeah, thumbs up. I'm live. I was lagging, y'all, but now I'm on. For the ones that don't know me, I'm Ranisha AJ. On my channel, I talk all things life. So that means whatever on my mind, I talk about it. So today I want to talk to you guys about the Willie Lynch method. And for the people that don't know what the Willie Lynch method is, it's it came about early in the slave days. And the Willie Lynch method is where they tried to put fear in slaves. So they will probably tie a slave to a tree and tear him apart in front of his his woman to put fear in the woman. So the Willie Lynch method is still being used today, and I want to talk to you about how it's still being used today. First, let me make sure that everything is everything. I can hear myself, and yeah. Okay. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it down. So let me make sure. Okay. It doesn't look like it's gonna let me comment on here. I tried to turn my okay. It's working. Okay. So how to know if you are being tested with the Willie Lynch method? A way to know if you are being tested with the Willie Lynch method is if you and a person is having a disagreement, instead of the person trying to sit down with you and having a one-on-one conversation with you like an adult that y'all supposed to be and get an understanding, they will try to belittle you. They basically like attacks your mind. They basically will try to play big me little you games where they would try the whole with the lynch method is to remember, like I told you, in the older days, in the slave days, I told you they would tie a slave to the tree and rip him apart, rip his body apart in front of someone that's watching to put fear in that slave. So to know when someone is doing this method on you is basically like distrust. They are basically trying to. It's a mind game. They're basically trying to do the distrust is better than trust method on you, and it's not fair. It's not right. And I want to talk to you about how not to be a victim of it. Okay. A person that loves you, they're not going to play mind games with you. Let me just say that first. They're going to have a conversation with you. It's not going to be no big me, little you. They're not going to act like they mad at you and act like they're really, really angry with you. That's another way to identify that someone is playing mind games with you. The Willie Lynch method is used on people, and this is an example how it's used. It's basically like if I act like I'm mad at you, then you got to, if they act like they mad at you, then they want you to try to prove yourself and your love to them. And so don't fall victim of it, because a person that has true love and care about you will never try to play a mind game with you. Mind games are abusive. It's a form of abuse, because you can abuse a person two ways. You can abuse them physically, and you can abuse them verbally. Now, remember, if someone truly cares about you, they will not want to hurt your mind in any kind of way. So I have been a victim. I'm not a victim, but this past week, it had someone has tried to do it to me, but it didn't. It affected me a little, but I hurry up and shook it. You get what I'm saying? I hurry up and shook it because this is how you'll know, like when they're doing it, like you guys, you two might get into it with each other, and then they might just be like, get real aggressive with you verbally. Now, the Willie Lynch method is going to most likely be. It can get physical. The method. It can get very physical, but it's most likely the person is going to start out verbally because, like I told you, they are trying to get your mind. So they might say something like, "You don't love me if you don't do this for me," or you don't love me. How could you do that to me? That's the Willie Lynch method. It is fine. Now, a lot of you might still not know what I'm talking about. So let me try to pull it up. Now, like I said, don't never let no one have control of you because remember, a person don't have to abuse you by physically abusing you. They can abuse you by verbally abusing you. And verbally abusing you is as strong as physically abusing you because your mind is a powerful thing and it's a terrible thing to waste. And if someone is verbally abusing you, then now you're not able to think at your full capacity. You're not able to fully function. So I think mental abuse is just worse as physical abuse, but even worse because they're not physically hurting you, but they're mentally abusing you. Now let's talk about uh, the Willie Lynch method is also behaviors that you will see in a narcissistic person. Now let me tell you what a narcissistic person is. Let's put it up. It's that a narcissistic person will have a disorder in which a person has an inflated sense of self-importance. Narcissistic, narcissistic personality disorder is found more commonly in men. The causes are known but likely involves a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Now, it can be found in a woman or a man. It said treatment can help, but this condition can't be cured. A person chooses to be narcissistic. I don't think that a person is born very selfish. That's something that a person wants. I think that it's something that a person chooses to be. You know, it said, what are the 9 traits of a narcissist? According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual in Mental Disorders, the 9 traits of narcissists are grandiose sense of self-importance, preoccupations with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love, belief they're special and unique and can only be understood by or should. It said, how can you tell if someone is narcissistic? They have a sense of entitlement. A common sign of people with narcissism is is the belief that they are superior to others and deserve special treatment. Manipulative behavior. Another common trait of narcissism is manipulative or controlling behavior. The need for admiration, lack of empathy. What are the behaviors of a narcissist? Narcissistic person disorder involves a pattern of very self-centered, arrogant thinking and behavior, a lack of empathy and consideration for other people, and excessive need for admiration. Others often describe people with NPD as cocky, manipulative, selfish, patronizing, and demanding, very demanding. What do narcissists do? Narcissistic personality disorder, one of several types of personality disorders, is a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance. A deep need for excessive attention and admiration, trouble relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. Do narcissists apologize? Authentic and heartfelt apologies, however, are rarely given by narcissists. While many of us occasionally miss the mark and apologize, a telling characteristic of narcissists is their tendency to refuse to apologize or to issue apologies